The look on our boss face shows that something is wrong. Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment. In today's episode, let's dive into African lady who just got married to Chinese husband based in China. It will amuse you that the family which we celebrated just few hours ago, is having a kind of complications in terms of understanding and in terms of in their relationship. Well, it is certain that such things usually occurred at the first stage of marriage or at the first stage of, let me say, the preparation stage of marriage. And most times, the bull take it by the horn. You can don't just live like we just want to live. We just let's pray. Sometimes it happens like that, and most times it's very important for the both couples to understand the great thing ahead. Except there is something that they need to reach back and maybe health wise or otherwise that would make the couples to divide or go their separate paths. In other words, be separated. But I think it should not happen now. It should not happen on this course where all the whole parties are so happy, are filled with joy, are much happier that something great is coming ahead. And for the papers of our African grandmama who is over there with them. The only challenging issue I will see here in this both family is the kind of communication process which is kind of so weak. Yes, bringing to different culture, different tradition, and different cultural background, different languages together is not that easy, and in fact different character of people. And our Chinese grandmama and also African grandmama, the both of them are there. If they should have someone like interpreter, someone that will stay with them in the course, or to stay or to relate or speak fluently with her. I think this case wouldn't have arisen or get into this stage where we are. Well, I think it's not that's a good news here. It's not a good news to hear, but and I believe that the family, if they come together, they'll be able to sort out the challenges they're having at hand through the help of our Chinese boss. But notwithstanding, we believe that everything will work accordingly. You see the confusion, you see, the tension, and also the kind of environment that just all of a sudden being created. Well, according to a Chinese husband, it says that she sent her a message. She sent him a message. She sent him a message, and in that message, she said she wants to go back to Africa to meet her baby. I think for those of you who don't know that she has a baby before her and all before this marriage proceed. She has a baby but out of wedlock, out of wedlock, but that is not a challenge. That is not the fault for her. Our Chinese husband loved her so much. You can see it that he loved her so much. So for so many persons, coming up to say things like African ladies, they don't appreciate good things, they don't appreciate good things, and some other person like she don't want to stay in the local area, in the village. She tends to stay in the city. There are so many complaints, and some persons who blame on our African grandmama, while some other person who blame on our African lady, while some other person, few of them also consider our Chinese husband not to be the cause. But for African grandmama, some said that maybe as she's around, maybe she might have said something to African lady that to make her to start thinking otherwise, and thinking about her baby, and thinking of returning back to Africa. That why didn't she say it at first? Well, if you see, the situation at hand is so tough that even the boss was like, he has prepared the marriage celebration, everything about the marriage, entertainment, in fact the car and all of that, the venue and the reception, everything, the food. In fact, he says he has done everything, awaiting Awaiting the wedding day. Well, I think by this at this point in time where we are, he's not going back. Well, she would have said no from the beginning. But if there's any like cultural thing, or should I say when the culture and tradition demands that she ought to do some certain things, I think it's very important for her to go back to do it. And for some person saying that maybe it's itself her African grandmama that might have chipped in some courage to make her to consider or start looking the other way round. Well, sometimes situations, or sometimes things itself just prompt out during wedding celebration. For she saying that she wants to go back to see her baby means something must be wrong. Well, as you can see here, the both families, they are not smiling at all. And when it comes to marriage, I believe that it should be the two couples that should handle this case, not involving the in-laws here about, because after should I say after the settlement and after all of that, this tag, should I say yes, the tag is still there. And sometimes couples do forget, yes, they forget the incident, but in-laws and all of the relative who try to remind them of what has occurred or transpired. So I believe that some certain things should be made secret, while some certain things should be made public. It's not every issue should be tabled out here over to the public to consume, because this marriage per se and this relationship just is just starting, and we don't want a breakup. We as online in-laws, and most of the online in-laws, don't want anything broke up to this relationship or to this curse. Well, we think that the both couples, the newly wedded or about to be wedded, in the Chinese culture tradition, should put their head together to resolve their case. And if there's any need for Chinese boss to come in for translation and for understanding, he should as well apply same, so as a African lady will calm herself down and she will remain there with a newly with her husband over there in the Chinese environment. Well, if she felt so much for her daughter and she feels she needs her daughter so much, I think they should as well bring the daughter, but it will not be easy. Yes, they should try to bring the daughter over to stay with her in the Chinese environment. I think that will make the mother had to be more at peace, because mothers, no matter whether it's the real father or the fake father, they want to be with their children. They want to ensure the safety of their children. And I believe that before even the relationship started, he knew that she's having a baby and she cannot leave her baby. And I believe that they might have solved this before it starts, spranging forth. Well, let's see how the case will be resolved, and we believe that there will be positive outcome at the end of this drama. All right, this is I'll be wrapping up today's episode, and I hope you're enlightened on today's package. Please do stay tuned and stay blessed, and always remember, lovelies, stay good for now. Bye for now.